hit that like or the dislike, and hit the subscribe button. Morning, gang. Look at the trees. It's time for another Rips and Sips. It's time for another Pastor Blaster with Kenneth Baldwin. Let's get into it like we always do with a rip and a sip. I'll see you on the small screen.
A provisional wanting. It was a productive wanting. The eyes were open. It's amazing.
All right, gang. There's a lot to break down in that brief few seconds at the beginning. First off, you can tell right by the way at the end of what he says, they all get quiet because they're confused. They don't know what the fuck he's talking about. What he says is a provisional. It's not a provisional wanting. Provisional, meaning serving for the time being or temporary. A wanting that is serving for the time being or is temporary. A temporary wanting maybe is what he's trying to get at. Not sure. He's playing word games with these motherfuckers. Then you got productive wanting. A productive wanting. And the definition of productive is having the quality or power of producing, especially in abundance, effective in bringing about. So a wanting that is effective in bringing about, which really is just, like I said, word games. And then a wanting that has the quality or power of producing. So it's confusing language is what he's using.
Till one day you found out who really was the central focus of the text. You ever sang a song, hit every note? I mean the melody and the harmony and the rhythm and the cadence. I mean you're in tune and your vibrato isn't shaking too much and you and the pianist are right together, but there's no personality, there's no internalization, there's no reality. It's just a melody and a harmony and not something real until one day you tasted what you were singing, you experienced what you were saying, you went through what you were preaching, and all of a sudden, Shazam!
All right, gang, holy fuck, there's a lot there in that little bit. So he starts off by going, what's he say? That's who he is. That's who he is. And he uses this manipulative tone, like he's actually coming to a revelation right there. Like, that. And that tone kind of tricks the brain of the congregants. So it's a fake sincerity and acting, a virtue signaling to the congregation. And then he goes into saying, did you ever read that Bible verse 10 times? And then all of a sudden, boom, it hits you, like, now I know, now I understand. Now, that's the brainwashing taking hold. That's the indoctrination taking hold. You've repeated that dumb shit in your head and ran it through your brain filter enough times that you twisted it to where it makes sense now. That's the indoctrination. That's what that is. You are describing your own brainwashing. Then he goes right into talking about music, which that's how they emotionally they emotionally manipulate you with music, because he starts describing about basically how the choir or the band members of the church would be there, and they're all in key, they're all in sync together, he's describing a jam session where they're being in the moment together. the fit. And if you've ever played music, I play guitar. If you get to jamming, you get on a riff, you get to noodling around, it's fun. It's fun. It feels good. It's exciting. And when you're doing that with other people, it's exciting and it's camaraderie. You're in the moment with these 4 or 5 people or more in a choir or something, and you're all experiencing a fun, exciting, arousing time together. And then instead of just saying that that's what you're doing, they package it as that's the Lord talking to you. That's the Spirit coming through you. As a 16-year-old boy, you found that shit out. As a 16-year-old boy, I did some of the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life. So you might want to reevaluate your realness of your God. Because that's what you do when something's real. You just repeat it and chant it over and over again amongst a bunch of people that are also repeating and chanting it over and over again, that what you are believing is real. That's what we're expected to think. That's how you act whenever you know some shit. Do you go to a science class and have the science teacher get up there and start telling you, repeat after me, science is real. Science is real. I feel science moving through my soul. I feel science in my heart. Science is inside of me. Science is moving inside of me. It's making things happen in my life. Now you're just fucking making me hungry, Kenny Balls. That's unfair. That is deceptive practice, sir. Talk about the goddamn Chinese buffet. Now I want fucking beef Szechuan and the little tiny corn cobs and fucking sweet and sour pork. All kinds of shit I'm wanting. He wants to bless you. He wants to show you. He wants to save you. He wants to use you. Then why don't he just fucking do it? $1 million bonus points to Kenny Balls for knowing his fucking audience. If you look around him, it's all fat, pasty, white dough belly motherfuckers, and he runs out with that Golden Corral goddamn buffet analogy. Chef's kiss, sir.
What was the catalyst that God used to stop the birthing? The word. Did you hear me? A word. Let me tell you something. It's still powerful. It's still potent. It's still preserved. And it is perfect. And it is prophetic.
What you wouldn't have to do if your Bible was actually powerful and prophetic and all the words that you just said, you wouldn't have to get up in front of a bunch of people every fucking week and keep repeating how powerful and how prophetic and how it's super true and it's going to help us all, and you just keep hammering that shit home. You know, if it was actually true, you wouldn't have to do that. All right, gang. So that was the latest installment of Kenny Balls. And as usual, he's high energy, pretty full of shit. And that's basically most charismatic preachers, is high energy, highly full of shit. But yeah, with that said, I'd like to thank all my subscribers. We're almost to 100. I think 98 last time I checked. So I'm pumped about that. Keep up the work, gang. We'll get the good pastor blasting word out there. And until next time, I'll leave you like I always do, with a rip and a sip.